Janine, are you there? I'm not sure how to comment on here. Y'all, I'm waiting for Janine. Well, there ain't nobody on here anyway, so I don't know what happened to my buddy. I'm waiting for her. We'll just sit here in silence. Or I could talk to nobody in case this gets rewatched. I mean, that's always an option, right? I didn't know that like it disappears whenever I click from screen to screen. So if you're watching this in the past, because this is the future, then alrighty. Mm. Maybe everybody's out Christmas shopping and I'm sitting at home, not at home, but in my apartment in good old Kentucky. It's like I'm picking my nose. Oh, there's somebody else on here. Hey,
Hey, I'm eating my dinner.
you are?
Yeah.
Well, looks like you dropped it. I'm just sitting here
Hey you. So what is that? It went got to you real quick. That was simple. I just clicked. I don't know. I hit this thing you sent me and then join, and I'm here.
Yeah, but this is on YouTube. This is not the restream.
Oh really? It
Yeah.
seems easier.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so we'll do yours like this.
I mean, I think
How
we
do
can.
I see it on my PC? I'm on the phone looking at you, but I want to bring it up on my computer.
Okay, go under my YouTube account and go under live.
Oh, go to you. Okay.
Uh huh.
Cooking with April, and then look for your live. What'd you eat for dinner?
Chicken pot pie and broccoli,
Yum.
or turkey pot pie. Excuse me.
I used to live on the Swanson when I was growing up as a kid. I used to love them. They were like 33 cents.
Oh, I love the banquet. The little cheap ones. It was a
Oh,
dollar.
the
But
Swansons
back
were
in the day,
cheaper.
man, you used to get like 10 of them for a dollar. They were like
I
10 cents a
know.
piece.
What happened to them? They got smaller
Inflation.
and the price got bigger. Okay,
I
here's
remember
and you.
whenever I first started working, I made $4.35 an hour.
Whenever I first started. Oh, there we go.
You
Hey,
got it?
yeah. Okay. Well, you got the. I'm gonna put live chat so I can talk. All right. Let me like and share us. Okay. Well, you got the. I'm gonna put live chat so I can.
Oh, I don't know how to do that. How do you do that?
I'm gonna just share us. I'm looking at the screen. Go look at the bottom where it says join, subscribe, all that, and share us. Looking at the screen. Create a post just like any other video. Hey guys, come see us. Hey guys, come say hi. Create a post just like any other video. Come say hi to April and Janine. And watch to April and Janine. Hopefully they'll come. Okay, I did it. Now you do it. Hopefully they'll come. Did you see that live with 600 people? Now you do it. Did you see that live with 600 people? This is delicious. Not because I cooked it, because it's just good. Fusilli with homemade sauce. Not because I cooked it, because it's just good. Fusilli. I've been cooking all day. Homemade sauce. Not because I cooked it, because it's just good. Fusilli. Oh my god. This is good. Oh my god. I'm gonna have a sip of wine. Have my Pinot Grigio. I'm gonna have a sip of wine. Have my Pinot Grigio. Okay. Third person watching. Hi, third person. Come say hi. Put your name up. Have my Pinot Grigio.
Okay, we're together now. I don't know what just happened.
Put your name up. We're here.
Mute your computer.
Okay, we're together now. I don't know what just happened. Put your name up. We're here.
Mute.
There I am. Okay.
Okay.
I hear you off my phone, but not the PC.
Well, which one are you? Which
I'm
one are
watching
you
both.
live on me with? Your phone or your PC?
Both.
Oh, okay. Well, if you have both of them linked and we can talk and you can hear, it'll echo and it'll create like a barrier.
Should I shut one off and not
That's why I
watch?
told you to mute it. Just mute. How do you say that word?
I muted the computer.
Yeah, there you go. But if you don't want to hear it on your phone, just mute your phone.
No, I want to hear it on my phone.
Oh, okay. Are you eating baked ziti?
Fusilli.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, it's so good because it's my sauce.
I really need to step up my game for my YouTube channel.
What's up? What do you need, girl?
Well, one, I need to work on gathering myself and being more appropriate in the kitchen as far as
You're not inappropriate. I think you're funny and natural. So when you
well,
say
I'm
appropriate, more appropriate, what are you talking about?
being more organized, more detail oriented.
You wouldn't be April.
I know, and I'm sitting here thinking,
I
okay,
want you to spill flour.
yeah, I was sitting here thinking, like, how am I going to do this? Do I need to get an easel and a big old construction board pad to write, like, pre-write out everything I need to do? I
Maybe.
just, I don't know. Maybe that's why I'm not getting views. Like, nobody's coming on my channel. Well, there's 4 people, so somebody else just came on.
Well, I will tell everybody. Number 4 person. Listen to what we're talking about. We're medium-sized channels and we need people. We're doing lives because we want people to know us. I'm in the kitchen with Janine talking to my best friend on YouTube, Cooking with April. Now,
Oh, now we only got 2 people. Don't get choked. I can't do the Heimlich all the way in Florida.
you may have to separate yourself from me. Oh my God.
Where did they go?
I'm going to be killing your channel.
Oh my
Oh
land.
my God. Oh my God. This isn't even funny. This isn't even funny. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Oh, heavens to Betsy.
Maybe they don't want us together. Oh my God. Okay, bring up a top. We lost one. We had some person peek up. Look, that's what happens on lives, unannounced. They don't know we're out here. That's all that's happening. They don't know. We just got to brave through this crack in the YouTube channel airway.
Right?
And got pushed forward.
It's like how do you make it happen, right?
How did those people get 600? They were talking. Come on now. Come on. You know, I'm not a prude.
Oh,
I'm not.
Grandma Teresa's there.
Oh, thank God for a loyal GT.
By George, we got a friend.
Oh my God, GT. We're just talking about how we need to get a topic that will interest people to come and see our live. I told April she might have to separate from me. Maybe they don't want us together. Maybe we're not funny. But here's the thing. We saw that channel. You saw it too, April. They wasn't talking about nothing crazy or exciting or even important. I was there 10 minutes. I couldn't figure out what we were talking about. Could you?
Well, I wasn't listening. I was too busy eating.
Okay, I was listening and I
I
still
was
didn't
reading
think.
the comments though, and then when I was just like, okay, this might be a little touchy subject, but I don't know. Look at my hair. I can't wait to wash it.
Oh, I can't
I
wait to color mine.
I'll color it for you.
Okay. But they weren't talking about nothing more interesting than us. And I said to GT, I was telling April maybe we should come on tomorrow because she's got something similar and we should just go live and ask people how they're spending their holiday and let them come on and give them a place to share. I know me and Vinny are staying home alone. We're going to do some seafood. We're going to cook. We're going to chill. We're going to drink. And April's over in Kentucky alone. Maybe we should just have a come on and tell us what you're doing. You're not alone.
We should just get on live first thing tomorrow. Well, we should do it tomorrow morning or Christmas morning, whatever, and just stay live the entire day. I mean, people
When you
play.
wake up and do what you did now, I'll come on, and then we'll keep going by and just sharing the day as it evolves, as it
Yeah,
unravels.
right. I mean, people go on there and play the Nintendo. I can play the Nintendo here.
Exactly. I'm gonna be cooking. I'm gonna go through breakfast. I'm gonna be in my pajamas in the morning. Then lunch, I'll be showing what I'm cooking at lunch, and so on and so on. And we just keep it real and open
Yeah,
live, open live. Yeah, come
yeah.
on in, open live.
Grandma
Happy
Teresa,
holidays.
GT, get some more friends in here. What are you cooking?
What are you cooking, GT? No, baby. I know, right? When we scrap it together, it's delicious. There's nothing left.
What
I'm
kind of
gonna have
pasta sauce? Oh, I meant to ask you.
what?
So I was in Walmart, and you know how you have that can of whole tomato, the little bitty whole tomatoes. And you
The
made your
the
a
cherry
canned ham,
tomatoes.
sweet potatoes, and green beans. GT, I had a chicken pot pie and broccoli, turkey pot pie and broccoli. But Janine, do you remember you smashed those tomatoes and made your own sauce?
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
What was the name? What was the name of that can of tomatoes? Is it in your pantry?
There's lots of brands. Not every store sells them, but you could find them in probably Walmart, whatever. Go to the tomato section. All you're looking for is canned cherry tomatoes.
Oh, it's cherry tomatoes.
Mm-hmm. And there's several brands, and you just pick that. If you can't find it, you can do it from the little baskets of fresh, whole baby cherry
Uh
tomatoes,
huh.
grape tomatoes, whatever they call them, sunny, you know the ones, the basket. Sometimes Publix got them 2 for 1, and it's the same thing. I use the can because it's faster, they're a little bit sweeter, and I don't have to fuss and muss. But
Right. But what do you do
either
with the
or.
peels if you use fresh tomatoes? Do you blend it up or just?
No, there's no way around it. And that's what I was telling people when I made my recipes, that I want to get those skins off because they aggravate me. But
Yeah.
that's just my palate. I like it smooth. I tried one time to boil the fresh and peel them. Oh my God, what was I thinking? But it's extreme, but that's the most delicious you can find to do it and peel them off. Otherwise, the can is less skinny. Does that
Uh
make
huh.
sense? It's less skin filled, and they taste a little bit better. So I would look for them. And if you can't find them in the supermarket, it may be $1 more, but go online. I go on Amazon, and
Uh huh.
there's a brand. I'm gonna go get some myself. Lavelle, Lalle, Lavelle, and they are so good because they're sweet. I learned that recipe from Jada, and it rocks. Those
Okay.
tomatoes are, you don't see them in the supermarket. You don't see nobody cooking with them because they're not common. I like the uncommon, and I'm telling you, I'll put you in the right place. Go look for them, and then you put a couple of them in your pantry whenever you want to make shrimp marinara, spaghetti like I just had, whatever. It's just delicious and fresh on the.
So that sauce, Grandma Teresa wants to know, is it in a yellow can? But I thought the one I seen
Yes,
was in
it's
a
a
white
yellow
can.
can, the Lavelle with red
Okay.
letters, Lavelle. Yeah. And they make
Um,
plum tomatoes. They have a whole line, but they're not popular on supermarkets and all because it's an imported Italian
I was wondering about
tomato.
that.
Yeah, it's a goodie. It's an imported Italian, and not everybody can get it, so it's gonna be good. Oh my
Okay.
God, you did it to me again. It's gonna be good. Why don't
Hey,
we
we
just?
got somebody else in here. There's 5 people. We only have
Oh,
3 thumbs up, and 2 of them are from us.
oh, I didn't thumbs up. I'm gonna thumbs up ourselves now. Let me. Okay.
Whoever number 5 is, please say hey.
Hey,
GT says that Walmart should have it.
GT, you think Walmart's gonna have Lavelle? I'll go tomorrow.
I'm going to look for it.
And don't worry, if you can't find it, go online. It's worth it.
Okay. What kind of marinara did you use with your noodles tonight?
Oh, that was Sunday sauce left over. That was a 3 hour mama sitting and stirring. Yeah. And
Yeah.
had the bits of meatball in there, a little bit of something, everything. It's just off the shelf flavor. So then when I saved the leftover, like we made the meatballs last week. So
Uh-huh.
now I didn't have nothing planned. I just pulled that sauce out, whipped up some pasta, and it tastes like Sunday cooking all day because
Yummy.
it's the sauce that
Yeah.
was good. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
So
going to I'm going to start making me some TV dinners and freezing them on the weekend.
whatever you want, whatever you like, I do it all the time. Now in my freezer, I have I'm getting into this Asian meatballs. Oh my god, I'm really into it because I love lo mein. I love ramen, and
Uh-huh.
I said, they always have the sauce. I'm learning how to master the broth for like pho. You know pho, Vietnamese pho.
That PHO?
Yes,
Yeah. I
yes.
call it poo, but yeah.
Exactly. But that is easy to generate. I don't have to be Vietnamese. Anyways, I like the meatballs. And I said, well, how am I going to get that taste? I mastered the meatballs. Now I got the broth going on. I'm going to do that video on my show and my channel because I want to show people how you can do it at home and not kill yourself for 9 hours or go to a Vietnamese restaurant. Because anybody who loves ramen and lo mein and all that stuff, it's going to be off the hook. I love it. I
Right.
got the meatballs frozen in my freezer. I made them up from my own recipe. I did a bunch of them, so they're bagged and frozen. The broth is easy, and then I'm gonna make them with the ramen noodles. It's gonna be the best. I like all kinds of cuisine, all
Yeah.
kinds. I love Asian, and it's something I don't know how to cook well, but I'm teaching myself because
Yeah.
you ever have shrimp toast?
No,
No. Oh, do you like shrimp?
I love shrimp. I love good cockroach of the sea.
Okay, if you love shrimp, you will love shrimp toast. It's all they do is they mix it up and the blend of whatever the onion and the this and they chop the shrimp real good into a mush and then they take white bread and they put the shrimp mixture on the white bread, right?
Uh-huh.
And little triangles or squares, wherever you want to shape them. And then they deep prime for a few seconds. My mouth's watering just thinking about it. I'm gonna do
Mm.
that on there on my channel too because I grew up eating it, and then it's something you don't see that much on Chinese takeout. You have to know it from back in the day. They
Uh-huh.
still they still serve it, and it's on the menu, but it's a classic. It's like up there with uh the liver wrapped in bacon, kind of from the. It's a vintage food, kind of
Uh,
like vintage, like it was popular in the 70s and 80s, but you don't see people ordering it as much. But I love it because I always had it.
yeah.
Shrimp toast. If you see it on a Chinese menu, order it. It's still inexpensive, and you're gonna love it. It's just delicious. It's crunchy. It's crispy. It's like a shrimp toast egg roll of its own.
Mm.
Mm.
I went to I don't remember where I was maybe it was here, and I got some shrimp tacos, and I'm used to having, like, the big pieces of shrimp on my taco, but they minced their shrimp up. It was
Hmm.
minced.
Hmm.
But it I didn't think it was that good. Maybe it's because I was expecting the big shrimp and more flavor in a bite, but to me, it tasted pretty bland.
For me, what you're saying is exactly true. I think if you mess up the cut of something or the chop,
Mhm.
it changes the whole bite on your palate. Like
Right.
it makes sense. It's the weight on your tongue of whatever it is you love. It makes it more luscious or less luscious. If
Exactly.
like I don't like big chunks of garlic to bite down if I'm eating the food. I'm like, it burns your tongue. It's big. It's bitter. It
Mhm.
changes everything. But if it's a paste mixed into the food very finely for flavoring, now it's like right?
Right.
So bite is important. Texture, size is important. How you cut shrimp, meat, whatever, it's important to me. I don't know.
Yeah. I love the fish tacos.
I'm not a big fish taco fan, but maybe I haven't had good ones because
Uh-huh.
every place makes them different. Quality is important. It's like a regular taco. You ever
Yeah.
go in somewhere where it's like mush, the meat? It's like
Oh, yeah, it's almost like
is
fish
this ground
sticks.
beef or is this mush? And
Yeah.
then you go to other places that, this is really good ground beef with nice seasoning. It's all relative to where you're having it.
Right.
But I love food. It's bad because I go to every restaurant with my snooty little nose, and because if I could cook it, and if I think I'm gonna say this, if I think I do it better, and then you serve me something that ain't to my standard, because I feel I'm just a home cook. I ain't nobody special.
That's
I'm
right.
just a home cook. As a mama, a grandma who loves food and taught myself. And if I'm doing it better than you, but you got a restaurant, are you kidding me now? You need to wow me.
Right? I
I
know it's
paid
hard,
you.
especially whenever you're like, I could cook this exact same thing, but make it taste better. My thing is presentation. I suck with presentation.
I love presentation. I'll be sprinkling salad underneath my mushrooms. You seen my
I
video.
seen that. I seen that. I was like, oh
My
my
mom,
gosh.
my mom did that to us when we were little. My mom would be like, I'm telling you, she'd have nothing, and she could. It was just her way. She couldn't, and she used to yell at me, "Don't you ever serve your food on the table in a pot? That's nasty. That's not appropriate. You don't put the vegetables in. I don't care if you have a little plastic bowl. You put everything proper." And she just instilled it in all of us. My brother's just like me. We
Yeah.
like to put a nice table, and we eat with our eyes. So
So
if
true.
if I present it to you nice, it could be just chitlins. I'm not going south with you. You know I'm not meaning that. But it could be shit on a shingle. Let's get real. It could
Hey, I
it
love
could
some
be
chipped beef.
it could be shit on a shingle. But if I give it to you wrapped up beautifully and you say, that looks appetizing, you're gonna try it. But if I serve it to you like it looks, I don't know.
Uh,
It's
oh no, Janine,
different.
I don't turn my nose up to much food. I mean, I didn't get this big. Tina didn't get here just because I turned my nose up.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I give everything a shot. I even if it looks
But
fugazi, I'll be like, all right, let me try a little bit.
I guess what I'm going to have to start doing is planning things out besides just coming in and going on a whim because I don't plan anything out. And then what'll happen is I'll get all these recipes up here and I don't have anything written down on the paper. And I go to the grocery store and I get what I think. And then I'm missing half the ingredients that I need. Yeah, and then I don't get anything to decorate it with or make it pretty. Or if I do buy it, it sits in the refrigerator and it molds.
All right, do this. I'm gonna give you this one tip, and anybody watching will know. When you go to the store, treat it like anything else. Treat it like your outfit. Say, think
Oh, Janine, you don't
accessories,
want me to do that because
accessories.
I don't
No,
dress
listen.
good.
All right, all right, we gotta get you to go to the store and say, okay, think you're gonna feed the president. Doesn't matter what president it is or where it is or when it is. Just think like I'm gonna feed this to somebody I want to impress. What would I do? If you go shopping and plan your meal with that in your mind, you'll never do it sloppy. You'll never do it shortcutted. You'll never do anything because you'll always have in your mind, oh my God, think this. You're gonna starve and go poor if you don't make this next meal presidential perfect.
See, I tell my youngins that I'm going to get on to them or they better have it this way. And I don't care if it's the president of the United States.
Okay. Option number two. I'm gonna put my face on your kitchen counter saying, April, do it right.
Right? But GT, I do make a list but I have to record so many videos on the weekend because I'm so busy throughout the week that it's
That's what it
hard.
is. That's what it is.
And
You're
then by the time
short.
I get to my fifth video, I'm exhausted.
You're short for time, you're pressured, you're rushing, you're
Uh-huh.
stressing. You're better off doing one good quality a week and not go crazy because I'm trying to teach myself the same thing. And you know what? I didn't do it this week. I got caught up in this holiday shit. I did chocolates. I got a video coming out tonight at midnight. I'm gonna be up in the morning cooking an appetite. It's tomorrow's Christmas Eve. What's wrong with me? I got sucked into this and I just want to cook, cook, cook. I want to give so much and show everybody what I got and can do that you do
Exactly.
you get caught up in it. You get caught
You
up in it.
do.
And I rush. And when I rush, I burnt this. I undercooked that. I dropped. It's crazy. I'd rather just say, Janine, focus,
It's
focus.
hard to do.
See, I get too excited. I
Yeah.
do.
Like I recorded a video yesterday. I made breakfast. Remember I told you about that about me making breakfast? I
Uh
burnt
huh.
the John Brown bacon because I was washing dishes. I was driving myself crazy. My OCD won't let me leave things alone. So I decided that I needed to wash the dishes in the middle of my bacon cooking and it part near burnt.
Oh my God. I was
So
watching today somebody that I'm subscribed to, Crooked Peach, and out of nowhere, I went on to support and say hi. I haven't been on her lives, and I just happened to notice her, and she was making bacon and eggs. I hadn't eat breakfast yet. I don't eat breakfast. I tell everybody all the time. All of a sudden, I'm like, my nose was in smell-o-vision. I'm looking, I'm like, oh shit. Now I know I have bacon in the fridge. I
Yeah,
mean, the pre-cooked one that takes a second to make, and I have eggs. I watch. I even said to her, I'm gonna be making uh, bacon and eggs when I left, and sure enough, I got off, got bacon and eggs. I did a short and everything, but I got sidetracked. I wanted to make what I saw, and I'm just like terrible with that.
well,
And
and
it was
it's so hard
delicious.
too because I have to I if I make an abundance of something, I have to take it to work. So I go in there with all this food and it's just it's just too much.
Yeah, I give it to the people in my building and everything. Like today, if you look up on there, I did the chocolate, and
Uh-huh.
that wasn't a big recipe. And I wind up getting 4 bags of gifts, and it was just the perfect amount to give my people. So I
Gotcha.
bagged them up and I gave it to them with their monetary gifts or whatever have you. And so that was good. And then I didn't waste anything. But in general, I have to cut back because it's just me and Vinny. I have to cook things that are low scale. And I'm like, I hope people like it, but if not, there's nothing I can do. I can't make a roast for 6 to 8 people when it's just the two of us. I can't be
Right.
over buying, spending, making, cooking just to come on here. And I don't want to be that channel that's the title is cooking for two, just cooking for one. I don't want to narrow myself. I
That's
don't
me.
want to box myself, you know.
Uh-huh.
So it's really it's a hard call. It
I
is.
agree with you on that because there's this croissant that I want to make. It's like
Hmm.
ham and Swiss cheese and egg.
Okay.
And it's literally you scramble your eggs or fry your egg however you want to put the ham in there, the Swiss cheese, then you rub a little bit of butter over it, bake in the oven. Oh my land, it looks absolutely
I've
delicious.
seen them. It does look good.
But I can't make 10 of them.
I know you're by yourself.
So, but what I thought about doing is I could make them up and then freeze them. That way, all I have to do is pull it out of the freezer and throw it in the microwave or cook it, heat it up in the microwave. So I may do that, do it like a freezer meal type thing.
Well, that's what happened to me today. I did those pinwheels with the ham and Swiss cheese. Vinny had maybe 3 of them for lunch. I had one, but like we have 7 left. So they're sitting on the counter there. I'm gonna bag them. And he thought they were a little tad undercooked, so it worked to my advantage. So I'm gonna sandwich bag them, freeze them. Now next week, when we want either a breakfast or he wants a snack, I'm gonna take him out, reheat them in the oven, and they should be perfection. And they weren't expensive. They weren't hard to cook. So things like that I could get by and stretch and conserve. But in general, like baked ziti, I conserve, lasagna, I could bag and freeze. But I was looking this holiday. I was in the supermarket because I know all the meat people at Publix. They know me by name, and I was telling the guy there, whiskey. He does the meat and everything, and he was like, "Oh, it's on sale. The prime ribeye roast right now. I
And
could have
nine
got
ninety nine a
this
pound.
oh my god, I could have got this most beautiful piece, right? And it was only like 40 something dollars. And I told him, I said, whiskey, he'll cut it for me. I said, I should buy this and make 4 steaks. And he goes, yeah, but the bones separated. I said, oh, that's it. All of them were separated. He said, I can't change it back, and it won't taste the same if you have the bone off. Your
Right.
prime rib is different than a ribeye steak bone on.
Yep.
So I couldn't buy it because the sale was great. I was going to tell him if the bone was intact, cut me 4 steaks. I'll take it home for $40. It would have been $10 a steak versus 25.
Exactly.
Okay. But these little things you have to really truly be a foodie to know and care about. I tell people in the in the food area, women, men, by the steaks, and then some people are like, "Oh my god, that's a good idea," and other people like, oh, "Okay, you're a weirdo. Why you
Yeah.
why you
Why are you
talking
talking to
food?
me?
Why did you just come in my face about how to cut a steak?" And I'm like, "Okay." But it's true. I want to share with the whole world. Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me. Don't buy it. You could save. I go to Costco and I get the filet mignon, a big filet mignon for let's say $120. I get 14 steaks out of it. It's under $10 and I'm eating a luxurious steak, filet mignon for
I
$10.
know.
I
I
won't
went to
pay $34. I'm not paying 34 for this little baby.
we
Mm-mm.
went to Sam's Club in Florida, and I walked over to the meat section. I have no clue why I wanted to go to Sam's Club, but we were on vacation in Florida. We went and they had beef tenderloins for sale for $3.16 a pound.
Oh my
I
god.
bought every one of them they had. So now every time I go there, I look to see, because I'm telling you, we're human. Everybody makes mistakes. So please let your mistake be my glory, you know?
Yeah, I got smart a few years ago. I learned about all kinds of food, and once I got into the food world and really scrutinizing, even the clearance when they put me, they can't go after a certain date. Nothing wrong with the chicken or the steak or the beef. They just can't by regulation.
Right.
I would get whole. I don't know if you know of Bell and Evans. Bell and Evans is like a really good organic brand of chicken. Normally this chicken would be, let's say, for a 3 4 pounder would be 20 something dollars, but when they go on clearance they'll sell it for like 6.99 because it's the day of the last date
Got
they could sell, whatever. So you go there and you could grab 3 chickens for $18 and just freeze them, cut them down, break them down. I know how to save money with food, and a lot of people, I watch them, it breaks my heart. I want to do a course on, just listen to me, how to save money on meat, on produce, on shopping. When
yeah.
people say everything's so expensive, I bought just the other day, you really gourmet bread, Nature's Own or something. It's
Uh-huh.
I bought one loaf of thick sourdough and thick white bread. It was two for $4 and change. Buy one get one. So now I paid $2.30 for a loaf that would be 4.79,
Yeah.
and I got two loaves. I got two loaves. Now I was watching somebody on YouTube today. I could take it a step further if I wanted to and get crazy. Jenny Hoy. Jenny Hoy is a superstar on YouTube. She did a segment with her mom about couponing and everything. Long story short, I watched the video today and I said, "Oh my god, I could have had a manufacturer's coupon." She told me Publix is manufacturer coupon friendly. What that means is when they do a BOGO, buy one, get one, they'll also accept the coupon if you have it on that item in addition. So if I had a
Nice.
dollar off on Nature's bread, I would have got both of those loaves for $2.
Wow.
Okay, I'm talking gourmet bread, girl. Gourmet bread, better than anybody. And when people say they can't eat, I remember being poor and young. A good bread and an egg is like a meal.
Absolutely.
There's no reason to be hungry or eat bad. Eat bad if you're poor, you know. I wish this stuff was back in the day because my mother used to have. We only had Wonder Bread. Remember Wonder Bread? Okay.
We did Marita old fashioned. That's what we had.
I
But
don't know that bread, but in New York, we only had Wonder Bread, Ronzoni pasta. It was like crazy. Eggs were cheap. They're still cheap. You could get a dozen eggs for probably under $2 somewhere. It's not organic. It's not the best, but you can still get them and you can eat.
yeah.
You know, I would be the best fed poor person
I,
today if I had to.
so my daddy was an avid hunter. And there was times that we were like extremely poor, that we would go fishing that Saturday to have our dinner for that Saturday night, the fish. What
That's
we
some good eats. You had fresh fish. That's
Yeah,
some good eats.
and we had deer meat galore. Like I grew up eating venison. I mean, one minute we had it with mama would cook like a deer roast and she'd shred it with brown gravy. And then if there was leftovers, by George, she threw some barbecue sauce in there and we ate it again. And I think that's why I'm not so keen on leftovers, is because I ate them all the time. And then when I first got married, we were very, very poor. And I would cook a pot of spaghetti and we would eat that for an entire week. It was it was
How?
it,
How?
it was awful. Well, it was
Would
just
you make the whole batch and save it, or you make it every night? A new.
no, we I would just make a big pot of spaghetti, the normal, a pound of hamburger meat, a can of sauce, and a package of noodles. But it was just us two. I was pregnant and it was just us two. So we ate spaghetti literally every night. at least twice a month. Twice a month.
Wow.
It was pretty rough. We didn't have power when we first got married. Um, I
Wow.
would I would go over to the neighbors and I would get 5 gallon buckets of water and heat it up on the stovetop so Jacob could take a shower and stuff. And then I would wash the clothes in the bathtub and hang them to dry. It was it was pretty rough. It, so hey, I can throw down on some poor man meals. That's why I
Oh,
was
me
like,
too. Me too. Don't even come in my yard because don't
yeah,
I remember one night I shouldn't even be saying this line. I had to make a meal out of a quarter bottle of vinegar and one half a stale onion, and I turned that into a salad. I did. I was like that licking in the vinegar. That's all I had. That's I mean
right.
I don't want no sympathy or nothing, but don't
Oh,
talk
absolutely.
to me about
Yeah.
poor and about how low food could go and what you can do with not having hardly anything. I could have $1 and go get a meal. I mean, it's not
Yeah. You made
undoable,
it
but
work. You absolutely
yeah,
work.
yeah. Dollar Store, you gotta love Dollar General, but now Dollar General's $1.25. Even poverty's got its own inflation. Poor people
Absolutely.
can't get by on no little thing.
I would write out our grocery list and I would put down over on the side how much it was. And Janine, I kid you not, I would feed us for $25.
I believe it. I believe it.
Milk was 99 cents. Bread was four for $1. I'm or
Get
two
your
for
basics, your bread, your milk, your eggs.
yes.
Then you could do pasta, get a little jar of sauce, and maybe of some kind of chicken or beef, and I could stretch just that $10 worth for a week. Seven, I
Yeah,
could. I'd have a fried egg sandwich. I'd have a little bit of pasta one day, and some porridge or oatmeal the next day. I could really, for $20, feed me and Vinny every 7 days.
yeah,
Do I do it? No, because we don't have to, but I could. I
yeah.
could.
Our palates have extended a little bit more. We're not
Honestly, I don't miss meat. If somebody said, "Okay, you can't have meat for 30 days,"
oh, I would
yeah,
be fine without it.
me too. Me too.
He
Vinny's in the
said not
background
me.
saying, "Not me." Not me.
I um
You heard that?
I could just eat like buttered noodles. I love buttered noodles. And
Me
there was
too.
a point in
Or
time that
buttered rice. I love buttered rice.
yes, that would be what we would have.
Pastina with just butter, salt, and pepper.
Hmm.
Nothing else. I don't need anything else.
Yeah,
And
I
you can eat that for like I pastina. Get the box for $2. Spread it in four. It's 50 cents a portion. Come on now.
yeah. I remember oodles and noodles were 3 cents a package. Well, that's what
You
we called them back then was oodles and noodles.
you
But
know who's getting real expensive? What used to be the king of poor people eats the cup of noodle. I
yeah,
could get that for 19 cents. That shit is 69 cents
I
now.
know. I
What
know.
the heck? It still tastes good because I eat it when I don't feel like cooking. I
Mhm.
grab that out of the pantry. I said it's microwave cup of noodle night.
And I don't know what it is about that broth. Maybe it's the
I
MSG that's in
know.
it.
It has to be because I still love
It's
it.
so heartwarming. Like it
Yeah.
hits just right.
And you finish the whole cup and it leaves you wanting more. Like, why wasn't there just a little bit more noodle? Why did
Absolutely.
I always come away wanting more of cup of noodle? And
Yeah.
it's the best. But now I'm pissed off that it's 69 cents at the Dollar Tree.
Yeah. I I also it's going up. The oodles and noodles are getting more expensive now
What's
because
noodles and noodles? What is that one?
ramen ramen noodles.
In a bag?
It used to be back in the day called oodles and noodles. Maybe that hey that could be an April term.
No, it sounds familiar, but I can't visually place it.
Uh huh.
Oodles and noodles. Because I just bagged a bunch to give away to somebody because it's not cup of noodle. I love cup of noodle, but then it's the ramen in the bag
Yeah.
that you have to boil on the stove. They get mushy. I don't like the texture of that one. I
Uh,
don't like the taste of it. And it was cheap, but I said, nah, I'm sticking with cup of noodle. I don't like the other one.
yeah.
It's
So
not
you
at all the
got the
same.
bougie taste for it. You got the cup of noodles. I'm sitting with the bag of noodles.
Yeah, I can't do the bag of noodles no more.
But
But
there's so many recipes using oodles and noodles that you're like making it into the Chinese like linguine. Is it linguine? Yeah,
yeah,
linguine noodles.
you're not saying it 100%, but you're
You know what
close.
I'm talking about,
I
right?
do. I do. I do. Linguini.
Linguine.
Gotcha. Yay. But don't worry about it.
Oh, I'm not gonna worry about it.
I
I
love
work I
that.
work with a doctor
I
last
love the way you say that. Don't even change that. That's just
oh, I couldn't
natural.
if I wanted to. That's like that the things WALRUS.
Worry?
I can't say that
Don't
word.
even try, because I know, because you can't say worry. I know you're gonna make the worries be a different animal
Yeah,
completely.
it's terrible. I was like, we were watching BBC American. I was like, oh, look at all those W things. And I was like, I can't say that word.
Where
It's
did you grow up? Where did you grow up?
in North Carolina. But see, I always had a speech impediment.
Oh, okay.
And
Oh,
I don't know if I needed a frenulectomy or whatever whenever I was younger, but my son is the same way. He has trouble with his R's. So he actually was able to go through speech therapy through school.
okay.
And I did not get that advantage whenever I was younger. It's a long story. Like my brother needed a lot of care and stuff when he was living. So it was all about him. And but I didn't think anything of it. To me, I was just perfectly normal. So I just do my R's the best way I can. I have an aunt that can't say anything foil. Like tinfoil. Is that
That's a foil. Well, that's an easy one to get around.
tinfoil?
I could get away with never having to say foil again. I
Yeah.
can't think of if there's a word that I can't or that I messed up. I can't. I don't know. I didn't know that New Yorkers had an accent till somebody said, "Oh yeah, you do. You say our house with the letter R." I'm like, "No, it's our house." Not realizing my whole life that it's supposed to be our house. I'm going to our house. I never said that. I was I'm going to go to our house. My brother's got Dan, let's go to our club. I was just saying the R for
Got,
our home, our this. It never dawned on me. And then somebody pointed out, I said, "Oh my God, I
yeah.
have an accent that I
Us
didn't
Southerners put
realize."
like 5 words into one. Like you fixing to, and your mama and them. How your mama and them doing? You know, mama and them. How your mama and them doing?
See, but that's a fun accent. I find that charming. When I see people like in Cape Cod, like President Kennedy, you get the cat. I love a Massachusetts accent. I think it's so cool. I
Yes,
do.
I worked in Massachusetts. They like drop their R's or A's I don't know.
I love
But
it. I
the
think JFK. I love it.
the heart surgeon I worked with, his daughter always said that he was a hot surgeon because he said hot surgeon instead of heart surgeon.
Is he really hot?
He was cute. But so she put on there my dad is a hot surgeon instead of heart surgeon. She put hot surgeon and it was so precious. I just
Aw.
thought that was the sweetest thing ever.
That's cute. That's cute. But I do love everybody's accents. I don't it don't make no difference to me. I like to hear all the differences and the variety. And there's a Maine, like mainly Italian. But she said she's not she doesn't have a Maine. She's a mixture like Boston, Maine, and Vermont or something. And there's different dialects in like the South. Not every Southern accent is the same. It could go from regions like in the bayou. I love the bayou.
Yeah,
Oh my God, the
New Orleans.
gumbo in the bayou. I love that. But that's like more of a slang in Southern Alabama, real backwoods, and then
Yeah.
sophisticated. Same as New York. I talk like rubbish, and then somebody sophisticated say, yes, we are going to the country home in the upper region. Yeah, but
I,
we're both from New York, but they're upstate in some rich place. So I love the different dialects of
I
areas.
know.
I
And,
love it.
and then you have the prim and proper talk.
Yeah.
And I like whenever we go out with these doctors and stuff that I work with now, I'm like, oh, who all is going to be there? Do I have to learn how to talk around these people? Because I can't do it.
I hate that. I ain't changing my voice for nobody.
No,
Mm-mm. I
we
do.
had a
I talk fast. I talk too fast for some people.
oh,
Vinny's
me too.
constantly telling me, "Calm down." I said, "Well, there's nothing to calm down about. I'm just talking excited. I don't want to tell you about this." And then the girl came, and they want to do that. And then I posted the video, and it was calm down. I said, "There's nothing to calm down about. I'm just talking."
Right.
But he's one of them. And kind of hello. Vinny's very mild mannered, talks proper, pauses his words, and I'm like, spit it out. Get it out
Oh,
already.
I have
That
some
annoys
run
me.
on sentences. They just keep running on. They ain't no period. There ain't no exclamation point. There ain't no comma. There ain't no semicolon. It's just going on and on and on and on.
Yep.
I speak in fragments.
That's what they edit my work when I write, and I had it edited. But the word fragment is my friend. It's like run-ons and fragments. That's my style, and that's okay because I like it. To me,
Yeah.
that's natural way of speaking. But
You
this is so cool. Those people weren't doing anything different. They were having their own conversation about. I still don't know what they were talking about.
Yeah, me either. I'm not too
I
familiar
didn't
with
get
it.
it. And I was on there 10 minutes and I was listening intently. And I'm like, it'll come to me soon. Something about what were they saying? She labeled it some type of party, something. And I'm like, it's weird. It was just weird. But they had 600 people listening to that.
I, Janine, I ain't even got I seen 8 up here earlier, but we're down to 4.
But
Grandma,
how does it calculate? Because I have all my lives and I did good when I was needing hours. I was like, oh yeah, I got 7 hours for the 6 hour. Then when you go back to a live, even the one we did the other night,
mhm,
it totaled up at 6 hours. So now it's sitting there. It's getting more views, but the hour watch time didn't grow. So how does that factor into money for me?
I don't know.
I don't get it.
I
Is it still
honestly,
doing good? Is it still earning? I
I
want to
wonder if
understand.
Rob from vidIQ has a video on it,
I don't,
or
I looked and searched a bit. I don't see nothing about it. I even Googled how do lives get calculated into the money earned. Nothing's coming up.
what about TubeBuddy? Are you subscribed to
I
TubeBuddy?
got rid of them. I think they suck. Sorry
Oh,
to say it
really?
out loud. Yeah, they didn't do nothing for me. I used them for a while for title help. Even the titles they gave me sucked.
Oh, I never downloaded. I was just wondering if they had like a video on it. Um,
Yeah, I don't like to, buddy. I don't think they're good.
okay.
But I
I
want to know from YouTube. You're monetized. Don't you? Do you see any revenue from your lives?
I don't know how to I don't know how to look it up. I
How to
don't
break it down if you got $1 from a live.
yeah, let's see.
What do you mean, GT? Who's the right one to watch for advice?
See, it just says watch paid ads, short speeds because alive you don't get there's no ad revenue. So
So
how you
then
don't
why are we doing them?
I I don't
For
know.
fun?
I, I reckon for hours watch, I have no clue. Oh, I went up. I was at $18. Now I'm at $19.63 for the month of
Did you
December.
earn $1 talking on here?
No, I don't know how I earned it.
That's
Um,
funny.
yeah, I don't. I have no unearthly. Whoops, I have no unearthly clue of how it works.
Yes, I'm having fun, GT. I am. But I still want to know where's the money going, how they calculate it. But I'm still having fun. I'm always going to be on here. Yes, I am. Benny just hit me in the head and said, "No, you don't. Don't listen to me. Go. Oh, let me show the people. Let me show the people my candy. Let me show them. Look. No, give me the bag. I want to show you that he's always getting his share. Look. See? Look. How cute
That's
is
so
that?
cute. I love
And
those
that
bags.
cute. And then look, where's the chocolate bar? This is a real kitchen, people. I really cook and we really eat this. There's a
What's in it? Oh, it's the
mmm.
fruit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
watched that video earlier.
And here it is, baby. That's the candy. It's delicious. And it didn't turn gray. Mm-mm. Babe, you
Grandma
don't want
Teresa,
no
are
more?
you
Put it back in the fridge.
monetized?
CGT, real chocolate.
I eat everything I fix too.
Me too. Ain't wasting no food here.
No.
I was too poor to waste food. Never gonna happen.
How many
That
hours do you need, GT? I wonder if it's just a way for you to get hours watched. I don't know because I know that they can send you money through super chats, but I definitely don't want people to send me money through super chats.
one.
Just if I send you if I say I send you $100,
Please do.
you're only going to get $55 of that
I
hundred
know,
dollars.
I know, I know. But I was thinking of sending myself $100 because I'm sick of wait. I don't want to wait a month to get $100. I'll never earn $100 for my first check by lives and all that. It's bullshit. Why do they do that?
I don't see that's just it. I'm not too terribly sure how lives actually work as far as getting
No,
paid.
no, monetization. I have to earn $100 before I
Oh
see
yeah,
my first check. That's retarded.
that's what I'm saying. My last check was in June of this
It's
year.
ridiculous.
And then it took me up until December, or excuse me, to the end of November to earn $100 and $143. My check was just deposited in my bank today.
Wow. I'm already resigning myself to like I want to see the first check, but after that, I'm gonna forget the game of watching. If I earn, I earn. If I don't, I don't. Because you can't be here for the money because you have
Mm-mm.
to be a super channel to really earn regularly a consistent amount of money that you could do something with. I don't see me in that place. I don't, and I think I'm okay. I'm good. I'm better than a lot of other channels, but I'm not as good as many, many, many channels. And I still don't see me getting that kind of
Well,
money where
I don't.
regularly.
There's a lot of channels, and I know this is like a huge topic, but I'm going to say it anyway. There's a lot of channels that you go on there and they're like, hey, how are you today? Today we're going to do blah, 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 blah. Okay. And now you do it like this. To me, they lose my interest. I am
Me
upbeat.
too.
I'm outspoken, outgoing. Now the mistakes that happen in the kitchen, I can't help that. That just happens.
But
I just
that's the natural funness. I try to be upbeat. I try to be real. If I drop a spoon or if I make a mistake, this is a real kitchen. You
yeah,
know, I can't be staged. I wouldn't want to. I'm not a Food Network. I said it in one of the videos. Say either chocolate or something I got coming later. I said this ain't Food Network as much as I wish it was. It's not.
right.
This ain't
But
Food
the thing
Network.
is that on Food Network, they do the same things that we do in our kitchen. What makes
That
them different than us?
personally, I think YouTube moved them out, made them no longer popular because other people could do what they were doing, and
Yeah,
they were getting paid mega millions for it. I think that they got extinguished because of YouTube and all
yeah,
kinds of different now the whole format with the way digital and watching them streamed and they're still up there, but I don't even you have to pay for those programs to watch them, so I don't pay for it.
yeah. Me either.
I have old stuff.
And I don't get me wrong, I love to eat very tasting food, but I can't afford to cook that. I can't afford to go buy the ingredients that they use just to make one meal. I mean, I've got to live to my standards of what I can afford. I can't just go out here and say, "Oh, well, I want to go buy this and cook this because I seen such and such cook that." Well, I'm not making any money on YouTube. So what I have to show you is things that I can currently afford. But I also don't label myself as, you know, a tight budget or budget friendly or anything
No,
like that
that's why
because
all the frugal channels got popular, is because they're speaking to the masses. They're talking to the half of America that can't afford those fancy things, that are looking ways to stretch their dollar to make their food more interesting, more exciting on a budget. That's why that whole crop of people got popular. But again, how long will it last? Who knows? I don't
right,
know.
and but the thing is I don't want to stigmatize myself to being that because that's not who I am. Could I
Exactly.
tell you about my poor days? Shine, yeah. But
Yep.
that I don't want you to come and be my friend because you feel sorry for me. I want you to be
Yeah.
my friend because you like me,
Yeah.
you
I
know?
want to help with my recipes. I've come from nothing to something, and there's somewhere in between that I want to share, and I want to keep it real.
Exactly.
I don't want to be highfalutin. I said it in one of my videos. I forget it, but I was watching Food Network 20 years ago, and I love Jada. Everybody knows I love Jada, but she was making this freaking lamb loin. And I got so excited. I watched the whole video. I was a young housewife, second time around. I'm not gonna lie, I was in my 30s. And I said, "Oh, I want to make that for my husband." I go out to the store. Freaking lamb loin was $35 and it was the size of my shoe. I said, "Oh, what a bitch. I can't afford this. Why are they showing it?" I stopped watching because I said, "They're not speaking to me. I'm her audience, but she ain't speaking to my wallet." I don't
Right.
know who she's talking to. And everybody on Food Network was made. Emeril Lagasse, they're all chefs. They were cooking stuff the average housewife couldn't make. But guess who came out of the back corner and blew them all away? And today is a multimillionaire, Rachel Ray. You
Yep.
know why? She hit the nerve when she came out. She was a regular woman. She was cooking $10 meals in 30 minutes, and she was talking ground beef and doing this and doing that. And she got famous because she had the right audience. Everybody
Exactly.
could make, she was relatable. Everybody could
Mhm.
make what she was cooking and understood what she was saying, you
Yeah,
know?
$40 a day. I remember those.
Oh, I used to love that.
Yep.
But she's a multimillionaire today from that. And then she was
Mhm.
smart enough to capitalize on everything. Yes, GT, everything that meant, and they still want to try to criticize it to this day, but you can't stop her because she has an audience that will forever be hers. She's
Exactly.
relatable. I want to look at her. I want to go to her house. I want to cook what she's cooking. Forget the rest of them because they're all highfalutin. They're chefs. Chefs. That's why when anybody calls himself a chef, even on here, I see people starting to tag that to their name. Chef Barber, chef that you're not a chef. And if you are, I don't want to see you because you're taking a title, which means you want to be special. You
Right.
want to you want to be something that I
I
can't
In
reach.
my book, I'm not even a sous chef, but I can chop a John Brown onion.
I'm a cooking housewife. I'm just a girl who loves cooking. And Vinny made my shirt the other night. I'm just a girl who loves cooking. And
Yep.
that's keep it simple. And if I make something gourmet, which I'm getting a little better every now, every now and then, I'm getting a little better every day. But I love it. I love it. And there's these gut. I want to do this thing. They have a lot of these cooking tutorials with the chefs and everything to teach you better. There's this one lady in California. I may take it if it's reasonable. And during holiday time, they discount it and they give it cheaper. And I want to take it because they teach you how to cook the vegetables that are reasonable, but make them like just a zucchini and make it luxurious. A
Yeah.
zucchini you could get for under $1. But like Thomas Keller, he took that shit, cut it in half, he scored it, and then he grilled it, and then
I
it turned
know
it
it's
up.
beautiful.
Oh my god, it's zucchini though. It's just zucchini. Okay? That's the kind of stuff that really gets me like, wow. That's the kind of stuff I like. I want to do that stuff.
Yeah, it makes me like, how does that taste? Like with me getting the
Tastes
smoked
like a zucchini, but up. What do you call it when they?
level up.
Yeah, leveled up. I want to level up my string bean.
But that, I mean, you can do that, and you can get like I get a lot of frozen vegetables. I don't do a lot of canned vegetables. I used to back in the day, because hey, for a dollar, that's what you had to live off of. But just taking vegetables out of the freezer, I still roast them as if they were fresh vegetables. Because a lot of times, the fresh vegetables, if I buy them, they'll end up spoiling before I can use them.
I like knowing how to utilize both and back and forth. And I did that fried rice, and I'm gonna do it again. And there's famous Chinese chefs, and they tell you the best combination to put in that is the frozen peas and carrots and corn or whatever, that medley.
Uh-huh.
I made that in my thing, and I said, "Oh my god, it tastes just like takeout." And
Yep.
you can't put fresh in it. It will taste like, the beans not cooked, the string bean, and the corn's dry. No, you have to use certain frozen vegetables and
Mhm.
things. My pasta and peas with shells and bacon, you can't put fresh peas in there. It just won't work. It won't work.
Right.
You have to use my frozen, and that's the deal with that. Same thing with some dishes go with fresh beans, some dishes don't. I think it's a pain in the ass, but I'm gonna do something. I want to try to do overnight beans and make a soup and see if there is a big difference. I did it back in the day, a Portuguese sausage kale soup. It took me all day. That shit was delicious. It was really, really good. I let the beans sit overnight, soak them,
Uh-huh.
the
What kind
navy
of beans
beans.
was it?
Navy beans,
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
small white beans,
Mhm.
navy small, and I let them soak overnight, and then I had to cook them for 3 hours on the stove with all the other stuff. But by the end of the soup, oh my god, oh my
It was
god,
delicious.
yeah,
I
it is.
I grew up on pintos and rice and fried potatoes and onions. Have you ever
I'm
had
doing I'm doing what do you call them? I call them home fries. I'm doing them on my small channel because I call it Janine's Diner. And I want to bring that back because I'm like, does anybody make them anymore? You only see them at a diner. The
now, do you
potatoes
cut
with
them
the
up in little
onion.
squares or do you
Yep.
slice them?
Slice them in like
Yep.
the size of a medallion.
Uh-huh.
And that just diner style with the onions until they get all caramelized and the
Yep, and
potatoes
then
get
you
a little
gotta have the
crispy.
potatoes nice and crispy on the outside,
Yeah,
but yet
yeah.
delicious in the middle.
I want to do that.
Absolutely.
And it's so appropriate for my diner channel. That's like perfect. It wouldn't go on Janine's Kitchen because it has no place. That's not fancy, it's not big, but it's a diner style.
Yep.
Perfect. And you could serve them, oh God, on so many things. I make them till this day. We have this thing I make every once in a while, my pork tenderloin, and I make it, and I love it. And we have it fresh with some broccoli or whatever veggies, and I make a handmade sauce, and it's scrumptious and it's tender. Then I always wind up with about half of it left over. What I'm going to do with it? So one day I came up and I said, me and Vinny both like sauerkraut and home fries. So I said, I'm gonna do. I have this big ass pan. I did it from New York. That's how I came back to. That was my first meal back to YouTube a year ago. I said I'm gonna do this, and I did it all in one pan. I kept
Wow.
the pork. I had the pork in its regular juices that I saved it with, which was all luxurious brown gravy and everything. So I had that on the side, and I started telling people, anybody make these anymore? I did the onions and the potatoes, and this pan was big. You see me cook with it. And I said, I'm doing them over here. And then I said, oh, don't worry about changing pans. I said, now bring in the meat that you had left with the gravy and put that over here. And by the time I finished, it was the most delicious meal all in one big pan. Leftovers turned great. And that
Exactly.
was that was my comeback recipe. And that's what got me motivated to that's why I'm here right now. That
To
was
keep
that
going
dish.
on.
I wanted to make leftovers seem exciting, and if I thought they were, I didn't even care if anybody else thought so. I thought so, and I
Right.
came. I came back. That was my comeback meal, and I made it once on the camera, but I didn't. I didn't give it the right attention. I got to give it. I was rushing. I've done that a couple of times, and I can't take those videos down. I have one that's just frying onions in my cast iron pan. It's
Oh,
like
ain't they so good though?
I know, but it got a lot of views. All I
Yeah.
was doing, I don't even know what I titled it. I don't know what I said, but it was just onions cooking in cast iron pan. And
Well,
it was like,
you
where you
know,
going with this? Where you going with this?
and you have to you I leave those videos because that shows where I have grown. You know what I mean? I whether I believe it or not, I have grown from my very first cherry pie, strawberry pie that I made with my grandchildren. Right after I had my carpal tunnel surgery, that was my first video that I uploaded was a strawberry pie, and I just look at it and then I look where I'm at now, and I'm like, I have grown so much, And I'm a fighter. I'm not going to give up. I'm just going to work smarter and harder to get what I need to
Well,
get.
look at it this way, April. You have the luxury of having been on a while. You got some establishment. You're established. Now you have the time and the energy and the wherewithal. Now you can fine tune it. You could change. You could take your time. You could grow further. Now you're in the game. Now you don't have no worries. You're not
Yeah.
stressed. You don't have to, you know what I'm saying? You could just take it a day at a time now and say, okay, what do I want to still doing it? These recipes? Do I want to stay with this style? Do I want to stay with this content? You're
Hmm.
at a place now which is very good. You've established yourself. People know you enough. If you've been on 2 years, 3 years, you could get on tomorrow and say, hey guys, this, you know me, where I'm at and everything, and I'm soon to retire, but let's take this journey. I'm thinking of doing this or that. You could talk to your audience. I'm still trying to build an audience that listens to me. I was talking to people when I had nobody listening. I was trying to talk shit. No, seriously, I was talking to people like I had an audience when I have nobody listening. And one lady came on one night and said, I feel like I'm talking to an old friend in the kitchen. I was like, yeah, that's exactly what I'm going for. But I had 5 people listening. I had nobody. And
Yeah.
now I still don't have nobody
Well,
listening.
look at this tonight. We need to go on your channel just so we can get some views.
I don't. I'm not getting now. It's at the place where I'm just happy to go on anybody's live. I'm happy to just talk and have fun with it. I'm not stressed. When I was doing live to get the hours, that was stressful. I was
Yeah.
in the back of my mind thinking, okay, what can I do to entertain them and keep them in interested and engaged? And now I'm like, hey, we're just talking, me and my friend, we're content creators, and we're doing this. And if you're interested and want to listen to us because you're just starting, whatever, people that are in that place will come on and see me, you chat, and they'll say, hey, these girls have been on a while. They're talking about their channels, and that's that. I'm not
Hi,
stressed.
Laura. Oh my gosh, she caught me on a live.
Who's that?
Bird Nest 58. That's Laura. She lives in Florida with you.
Hey, Bird's Nest. I'm in
Yes.
Pompano.
She has been with me since probably, I'm going on YouTube almost 4 years. Maybe
Okay,
it'll be
see,
four
so you see
years.
what I'm saying? So, Bird Nest, I was just telling April that she's in a good place because she has an established audience. I'm still talking to people that ain't listening to me. but but April's established and she has people that have been following her for 4 years. So that's a good thing, man. You're in a good place.
Yeah, but it's been a struggle. I
Because April, because you're working full time, you're
oh,
out
I
there
know.
saving hearts and doing business, and you. I don't know how I couldn't do YouTube, but the job you have. So the fact that you're trying even to manage the both is crazy good.
Yeah.
But take a deep breath and just figure out if you want to continue as what you're doing. If you want to change it, do it. You could do it slowly because you have time. You're not retired yet. You're not looking to do this for a living.
Well, whenever I said talking to my youngins about doing a YouTube video, they're like, "Mama, you love to cook," and I do, Janine. I love to cook. It just decompresses me whenever I go in the kitchen. If I've had a bad day or whatever, I know that whatever I put on my plate is going to taste delicious. It may not look pretty, but it's going to taste good, by George. And my kids were like, "Mama, you should do a cooking channel because you love to cook." I just wish that I would have started it sooner than later. That's my default.
When did you start it?
I started in 2001. 2021. I It was Mother's Day weekend 2021. And I'll soon be doing it. 25 will be 4 years.
Okay. I started in 2020, but I didn't stick with it. I started after COVID. I came off of a Facebook cooking channel. I got bored because I was cooking 24/7. They were just watching and not cooking. I wasn't engaged. They weren't engaging. I was bored. I wanted
Yeah.
interaction. I wanted people to say, hey, I saw that, yeah, and it wasn't happening. So I said, all right, well, let me try my hand at YouTube. And I think I did one. peppers and egg video, maybe two. And then nobody really seemed that interested in it. So we went on with our life, and I started videoing more of a vlog of our life. We went and
Uh-huh.
got an apartment. We were renovating. We were doing things in our life to progress. And I always filmed it and I
Uh-huh.
always shared it. So I felt like I stayed connected to YouTube somewhat, and it was just enough to keep me connected that I just proceeded along, 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 and I have a good amount of people. I had 140 subscribers that stayed with me from the renovation and decorating, and then last year I came back and I said, I'm going to build those 140 people and I'm going to try to make it a official cooking channel. And I started cooking more and more a little bit. And I was trying to explain to people, here I am. I know, because I thought that was important.
Uh-huh.
This is what I'm doing. I'm back now, blah, blah, blah. And then YouTube just screwed around me so much. I went up and down in subscribers. I mean, by the thousands, up and
Yeah.
down. Like I said, what the heck is this? And I finally crashed and balanced out at 321 subscribers. And I figured from coming back, that was about right. I had 140. If they were dormant or dead, because I understood they take dead people away, whatever it was, I balanced out at 300. And I said, okay, I'll work from that base. And that's what I did. And I started cooking every day, every other day, and posting. And got me here today. But it was a solid year. I'm not going to lie, a solid year. I have been doing YouTube every single day, whether I
Yeah.
post or was editing or driving Vinny crazy or shopping. I have been at this. I have not seen my family for a year. They think I'm a YouTube weirdo. I have not done any. No, I'm
I
serious.
get it.
No, Vinny's was about to say, "What's wrong with you?" Until he got involved with my shirts and stuff, and now he's a cricket crazy. Okay, he's a cricket crazy. But yeah, I've been doing nothing but this for the last year, and it did pay off. Finally, I made it. Now that I'm here, what am I going to do? Now I want to stay here. I want to do it because I love it, but no more craziness. I'm not going to post every day. I'm not going to let this be everything in my life every day. I'm going
Right.
to just, now I'm trying to balance now. And it's hard because think about it. Now I'm finally monetized. So you think I don't want to see the green? Of course I do. But
Absolutely.
I'm trying. I see myself already. I'm trying to chase the dollar, so to speak, with the videos, be relevant. I fear like if I stop, they're going to think I'm not money relatable, or they're not going to want me. They're not going to share my content. And I said, Janine, stop right now and just enjoy it. Vinny says, have fun with it like you did in the beginning, and
Mhm.
that's it. I never came here to make money. We're retired. We're on
Right.
fixed income. I already got my 29.99 to eat the month, whatever it is. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So this is extra. If it happens, it happens. If it don't, we don't die. So
Exactly.
I have
And
to
that
approach it.
and that's what because I did a little bit of research. It was kind of like after I got started in doing it, and I was like, okay, 4 to 6 years, everybody's doing really, really good. So that's why I was like, well, by the time I turn 50, I should be able to retire as far as working a Monday through Friday job. And then YouTube can be my job after that. Because I'm not, I will go absolutely stir crazy. I just can't sit still.
Oh,
So that's my goal. And so I came back to traveling so that we could pay some bills off and get some money saved up. So that way, when I'm done traveling with this assignment, hopefully within a year and a half, maybe two, I can just focus on YouTube and I don't have to go back to that Monday through Friday job. But if I have to, then I do what I got to do. I'm definitely not one just to sit stagnant.
I
I am
can't either.
I'm a go-getter and I'm going to go for the gusto.
Yeah, if it wasn't YouTube, I'd be at a flea market selling slippers on Saturday. I can't sit here and just do nothing.
Yeah.
I can't. I don't care how much money you give me. It's not about the money. It's like I want to be active. I want
Yep.
to see people. I want to be creative. I want to have I want to be productive, you know?
Mhm.
and I'm too young to lay back. Now I'm only 62. I'm not 92. And Vinny's older and he's more tired, but even still, he's just relaxing and doing his thing. He enjoys relaxing more than me. Like doing, he could do nothing for half the day and be happy. I can't.
Oh,
I
he
can't.
that
I'm
sounds like
bored.
Jacob.
I get
He could
bored.
watch movies. He could watch a movie after a movie after a movie. And I'm sitting here and I do good to watch. It takes me about a half a day to watch a 2 hour movie, hour and a half movie. Just because I'm up and down, up and down, up and down. And I can't even cook scrambled eggs or cook bacon without doing dishes to burn it.
I don't. I can't stay still. I
Yeah.
can't. And I want to get to the point where I can't cook forever either. I can't. There's this lady I watch, and I want to get to the point where all she does is talk. She comes on once or twice a week and talks to people, and she's got like over 5,000. I'm saying that's good enough audience for me. I'd be happy to just say, let's chat with what Janine's up to today,
Yeah.
this week. I want to get there. I love her channel. I adore her. And look at all these people getting on now. That's a new wave. They're talking about it on YouTube. Also, I think it was self help, whatever. These women are just coming on and talking about life.
Yeah.
That's it. They're just talking. They're talking. And they're making money doing it. You know?
Right.
And how long will the cooking channels last? I worry about that. How long is that going to be interesting? You know? Food Network died out. Do you think that YouTube cooking channels aren't
Well,
going to die out? They're going to die out.
I Food Network did die out, but you know what? I wish that they would bring it back because what's on Food Network now, I could care less to see it. Now, what's on Food Network Saturday and Sunday, I would love to see Monday through Friday. I would love to see them actually cooking. You know what I mean? Cooking food to where now it's like diners, drive-ins, and dives, and nobody's really cooking. Give me Sandra Lee back. Keep it simple, keep it sweet, and
I
always keep
have
it
her
semi
book.
homemade. You know,
I know. I can't believe it. It's interesting in that. Where do you see Food Network on Saturday and Sunday?
well, when I used to get my nails done, they would have the Food Network, and um, oh, that's where I found Damaris Phillips, and then there's a
Remember Damaris? I watched her go up and down, have babies, no babies, married, unmarried, thin, fat. I used to watch her all the time.
yeah, and I love Alton Brown.
Oh,
I love
he's a
watching
cup
him.
of tea. You gotta. He's like a acquired taste. You gotta like him, or you gotta love him or not.
Yeah,
Some recipes I liked them, and some recipes like, oh, get the hell out. You're like
yeah.
boring me. He was up and down, but he had his own spiel.
But I
Animals
liked it
used to
whenever
get on my nerves.
he did his little education portion of it. What was it called? Um
No, it was good tips. He had good stuff.
yeah, I forget what it's called, but and then who else was it? Of course Rachel Ray was on there.
Love her.
And then
Johnny
even
was the one for me. She taught me turkey meatballs and changed my life forever. I was cooking ever since.
yeah,
She taught me, and that egg in a hole that I made on Janine's Diner. She came on with her mother 30 years ago and showed that, and I was like, wow. This
yeah,
is how Italians eat breakfast in Italy, and changed my way of food. And then I saw something different in a few things she cooked, tried them, did well, and I said, "Oh, I'm going to stay here because I like this and I want to learn this." And I stayed with her, and here
yeah,
I am. But I have all the books. I'm constantly, even when I'm not on YouTube or talking to you here, I'm either in my den with a book or laying in bed going through old footage of YouTube, Food Network, Cooking Channel. I used to love the Cooking Channel.
yeah.
Oh my God, what happened to the Cooking Channel? I don't even find it no more. I think you got to stream it.
Really? Well, go figure. You got to stream everything nowadays.
It was really, really good, and I think they're on. Oh, they're all coming on YouTube. They're annoying me about that though. Not for nothing. It's like, okay, you people had shows. You're not on them anymore. Do you really need to come and crowd this space
And
on
Morel.
YouTube for all us little people? It's not fair.
Yeah.
Go on your retired face. Food Network train and
It's
get the
our
hell out
turn.
of
It's the little people's turn.
exactly. But they're all on here. You seen them?
No.
They're
Yes,
all on here.
absolutely. They're all
They're
over
on here.
YouTube.
They're on YouTube. But perfect example. What's the Southern lady? I'm like, really, Paula? You got enough money? Go home. Paula Dean, go home.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then her
What?
boys are doing it.
Why you on YouTube? You could own YouTube. Go away.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
that
Amber,
mean?
I love Amber Rell. She used to say, "We're just going to put it all in here and just let it marry and stuff." And
What
I'm like,
happened to her? I haven't seen her no more.
Well, now they do that show of worst cooks in America or something like that. I don't know. They have that show, but I'm like,
I haven't
yeah,
seen
you're
that in years. Worst
I
cook in America. I haven't seen
yeah,
that in
she got,
years.
I know that I used to follow her on Instagram before my Instagram got hacked. But she got married and I think she's just kind of enjoying her life.
That's right. She did get married. I saw that, and she had all her Food Network people coming.
Mhm.
Yeah, but she was more real down to it. Bobby Flay. Oh yeah, I remember when he was Boy Meets Grill.
Yeah.
Please, oh my God, he was a squirrel on a patch of rabbits.
Yep.
Yeah, I just made that up. Squirrel on a patch of
Patch of
rabbits.
rabbits. I like it
That
though.
was pretty good. A squirrel on a patch of rabbits. See
Yep.
what you do to me, Southern? You bring the Southern out of me. I'm making shit up. Yeah, he's cocky.
Oh yeah.
Bobby Flay, I can't take his attitude. I never could. It's just his way, his man, and he's probably the sweetest guy ever. But
Mhm.
on that channel, he comes across even when he cooks, and I said, "Oh, that's something I never want to do. I never want to come across like I think I'm hot shit.
Oh,
I don't.
exactly.
Oh no,
I am above nobody. I am right here beside of you. We're gonna do this together.
not him. He has that way. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah.
Right, GT? Bobby Flay, you like him? Yes, thank
As a
you.
know it all.
He comes across as a know-it-all, and he has from the beginning when he knew nothing. Really,
Mhm.
Vin, you got to take your medicine.
What time is it?
8:30. We're in the senior citizen bill. It's past it's
Oh, it's
past
7:30 my time. I'm an hour behind
it's
y'all.
it's past medicine curfew. Vin, tell her shut up or take your meds.
Oh gosh.
Oh,
I
did you?
don't
I
like
saw him
snobby
on.
people either.
I saw him on Billy Bob Thornton. I love him. I don't know. I have a twisted attraction to Billy Bob Thornton. I don't know what it is, but I
Billy
do.
Bob Thornton. Billy
I
Bob.
do.
He the one that played in
His new series is Landman. He was married to Angelina Jolie, and they both wore each other's blood in their necks. Okay.
Oh.
He's good in every movie he's in. I love him. But now he's in this movie called Landman. And he was on a talk show with
Hey Phil. Janine, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I met this gentleman, Phil Five Dime. You have to go check out his channel. He does like garage selling and yard selling,
I
and
love that.
I just met him here in Paducah, um, this past weekend.
Hi Phil.
Yeah, so
Hi
he's
Phil Five Dime. I like your name. Hi Phil Five Dime. I like that. And I'm not from the South.
I definitely am. But yeah, I met him. But go ahead, finish saying what you were saying.
Phil was just saying something here. Hey, Phil, his new show is amazing. You're talking about Billy Bob Thornton, right, Phil? I love him. He wears girls' jeans because he's skinny and he likes a tight fit, but he's straight. He's straight. And I dig him. I think he's the coolest.
Does
I
he
just
really wear women breeches?
Yeah, he was on Drew Barrymore's talk show. And she said to him, she says, I have a question. And he was wearing his funky hat with little earrings and shit. He's looking all cool. And he was laughing. She said, do you really wear women's jeans? And he goes, well, yeah. And he's straight as anything. And he said, well, I wear them because I'm skinny and I like the fit. And then he proceeded to say, and these are Levi's size 6. And Drew Barrymore went, God, I couldn't even get one of my butt cheeks in there. And I was like, I'm
Absolutely.
with Drew. I'm like, I'm a small girl and I still can't get one of my butts in the size 6. I'm at least an easy 8. But he's just so cool. I love him, and I like that he's doing good now because he's a great actor. I like everything he's been in. I haven't got to see Landman recently. It's about Phil. Phil, give us some feedback. What's the new show? What he's in about Landman? He's I I did it so fast reading. I think he's oh, this is gonna sound terrible. It's with the land. It's like kind of like Yellowstone, but different.
Okay.
Oil rigs. Thank you, Phil. Save me. Pull me out of the oil here. Yeah, it's like oil rigs and people messing up and doing stuff. It's really, really. Thank you. Thank you. It's by the creators of Yellowstone because I knew it had that background feel. I can't wait to see it. It's in Texas and about drilling, and he's probably for the people. And he's the Kevin Costner of Yellowstone for the land, for the oil people, you
Did
know?
you watch Yellowstone?
I love Yellowstone. I'm addicted.
I have never watched it.
Are you kidding? We can't be friends anymore. Oh
What?
no, that's so sad. I'm
What do
gonna
you mean
miss
I watch
it.
YouTube? I work and watch YouTube. I don't have time for
April.
TV.
No, April. You better make time for TV and watch Yellowstone. When you meet Beth, you're gonna be, oh my god, I'm addicted. I can't stop watching her. I can't.
Really?
You gotta. GT tell her. We're salivating. Alexa, cancel. Vinny. Alexa's wigging out and Vinny's got to take his medicine. You'll love it. Oh my God. I can't say enough. And you have catching up to do. We're waiting for the recent season. You go on. How many seasons are there, GT? Phil, how many seasons have we passed through on Yellowstone? We
Isn't
got
it
to get
about
April up to snuff.
isn't it about like they I think Jacob watches it and
You have to. Beth is the badass bitch. She kicks
really?
men's asses. Oh, she'll box a man. She's the best. The best. She's out there for every woman in the world. She's my hero. My
I
hero.
watch Lioness. I do watch that.
Where's that?
It's really good. It has Nicole Kidman, Morgan Freeman.
Oh,
It's about fighting and being in the military, and it's really good.
oh, Phil. Wait a minute. Landman has a Beth. All right, I'm on it. I'm on it. And April has 5 seasons to catch up. You got five
Woo.
seasons, and let me tell you something, April. You will fly through them like crazy.
Oh, look
Oh,
who just chimed in.
is
I've
that
tried
my
to get her to
boyfriend?
watch
That's
it.
my boyfriend, Jacob Kick. Oh, your woman's here. I can't flirt with you, Jacob. She's watching us.
Mm.
You gotta, Jacob, make sure my girl watches Yellowstone. It's
Maybe I'll
so good.
download it and I can watch. How long is it? An hour long?
I think so. Phil, is it an hour? Yeah, it's an hour.
Okay, but I
It's
have
so
like a
good.
4 hour or 3 hour plane ride. I'll be able to watch some then.
You'll, and I don't know, you guys. I think I was hooked from the first season. Everybody else feel me? I thought you didn't have to watch 2 or 3 to get into it.
I think
It-
Jacob's told me about Beth, about how
Jacob watches it.
yeah, oh gosh, yeah. He's watched
Oh,
every episode.
Jacob, we're Yellowstone people. We're Yellowstone.
He watches a lot of TV shows.
I can't wait for the new season. Oh my
I
god.
thought it was over with though. It's not over with?
No, there's one last season, and you guys heard that they got a spin-off with Beth and her husband. They got their own show, which I have mixed feelings. I don't know if they're going to be that good outside of Yellowstone. Not sure.
So yeah, he I think he told me how bad Beth was. He says it's over.
He probably watched the last season, and I didn't get to it. I didn't see the last
Oh.
season, Jacob. I didn't see it yet.
Oh, well. And what's Jacob, have you heard of Landman?
Mm. He probably did. Jacob is written by Yellowstone.
I know
That's our next place to go to, Jacob. Landman.
1823.
Yeah, that was a spin-off. GT. I couldn't get with that GT. I didn't like the older stuff. Going back in time, I didn't feel it. It didn't grab me.
What was that? Hey, what is Lioness about? What tell
Jacob Landman is amazing. Cuz I got to get on that. How many is it just one season so far of Landman? Cuz maybe I'll start that tomorrow night. We ain't got nothing to do, me and Vinny.
Phil, are you still on here? Jacob said yes, but I don't know what he said yes to. Landman. I guess he watches Landman.
Mhm.
Uh what
Phil
did
is here.
Yeah, what did you just ask Jacob about? Ask Phil that. Phil, answer that question she just asked. It's still in the first season.
Okay.
Landman
How
is
many Jacob, how many episodes did I miss? How many so far have you seen? I could eat them like peanuts. I'll be done. All right. I could do that in 2 nights, maybe a night. 1 hour
really?
each. 1 hour each, Phil. Out of 10, they are having in season one. Grandma GT 7. Okay, they're 1 hours. I could eat that up like nothing.
Oh wow, I can't do that.
Oh, we binge Breaking Bad. Anybody seen Breaking Bad? We binged that. Me and Vinny were like addicts. We were on meth. We were in
I
our pajamas watching that thing. Oh my
I
God, we
never
watched
really
like
watched Breaking
we
Bad.
watched like 10 episodes in a day. We started 10 in the morning and we were in our pajamas eating and we looked around at night. I said, "Oh my God, it's dark out the window." It was 10 p.m.
Oh my land,
That's
really?
what I said, "We're on meth. We're freaking messed up." That was part of the movie that they were cooking meth and I said, "We're on meth. What something's wrong here." We watched it for 10 hours. Sick. Never did that to any other Netflix in my life. Never. That
Yeah.
was the best.
I have
Breaking Bad was unique.
Yeah, I cannot sit down and watch TV. I just wished I could.
She
Queen
did?
of the
She did?
South. Did y'all watch Queen of the South?
No, see, I don't know that one. Who's in that?
I don't know, but all I
You
know is
watched it.
I did. But it's about Mexican gangs and drugs. And see, I really like stuff like that.
You're
So
with
it was
Vinny. Vinny likes that kind of stuff too.
Yeah, Queen of the South is really really good.
But
But here's the thing, they stopped making TV shows about it. So it's like they get you hooked and then they don't make anymore.
you know what I like? The one that was Sofia Vergara did, that movie where she was the mob lady queen for the cartel.
Yeah, I
Oh,
seen
that
that.
that was good. I thought she was excellent in that. You know, her mother owns the condo across from me in my sister condo building. Her
Merry
mom,
Christmas, Phil.
Merry Christmas, Phil. My her mom owns that condo because my friends rented it from her.
Really?
Yeah, a little bit of trivia. Her mom has a condo next door to me, Sofia Vergara.
Yeah, I if if it was maybe 20 minutes and then it went on to another one, I could probably sit there and watch it. But being an hour long is
Bird's
so
nest can't sit still like you.
yeah. If I do watch when laying in bed, oh, me too. I fall asleep. I'm like, oh, I'll watch it.
I make a point not to watch anything in bed that I will regret falling asleep and not finishing. So I put on YouTube house tours or
Uh huh.
something that I don't care if I fall asleep to. But if I want to see something to the end and don't want to miss it, I won't put it on near bed.
Yeah.
No, I make sure.
I don't know. I To me, I feel like it's just a waste of time. But I'm doing good here. I've been sitting here for an hour and a half now. But I have
But
gotten up and done a few things.
you're talking.
Yeah, I've gotten up and done a few things.
I
Like
don't know
I don't
what
know
I'm
what I
gonna
would.
do tomorrow. I don't have nothing planned. I gotta figure out some kind of food and how to get through the day, what we're doing.
Well, you better go to the grocery store because you ain't gonna be able to go Wednesday.
I know. I thought about that earlier. I said, Janine, Go in the morning if Publix is open and just grab what we need. Like I need some wine. Uh, I think I got food. I'll look over.
You think you got food?
I know, right? How messed up is that? I always still have food. I got a lot, but it's not what we want to eat. Anybody feel that? It's like so
Yes.
messed up. I got two freezers full of food, and I still don't. What am I going to eat? I'm like
Oh no,
everybody
I
else.
haven't. I haven't seen that you posted your Christmas video, but I will definitely go watch it when I get off this live. Laura puts up a Christmas village every year,
Oh, I love that.
so you'll have to go check out her channel and subscribe and
I will. I
watch
will.
her Christmas village.
We didn't get to see any decorations. Somebody sent me a link from New York, said there's a place in Florida that's famous.
Uh huh.
We didn't get to it yet. And we didn't go to the boat show. That's something that I used to see. I'm talking 20 years ago on Food Network or whatever about Florida. And I used to, and not even had a clue that I'd be living here. I'm like, oh, that is so cool. I thought Christmas in Florida was boring. And they have this whole parade called the boat show. And I'd be in New York saying, oh my God, they're all going through the thing. They have trees, the boats decorate for Christmas. I mean,
Oh
but they go
wow.
all out. They go all out. They have like a 10-foot tree on the bow of a boat. And they're all coming down the water in the
See, I
Intercoastal.
would love that.
They have lights and they all try to outdo each other. So one is better than the next. And it
Uh
just
huh.
keeps coming. It keeps coming. It keeps coming. So I would watch this in New York. It's like, oh my God, that is fabulous. That's beautiful. And last year, I got to be here in a restaurant with some friends watching it and saying, "Oh my God, I'm sitting here resident watching the Florida Boat Parade." It
That's
was it was surreal. It was crazy.
that's
Never thought I'd be
awesome.
here. Never thought I'd be here watching that of all things. It's spectacular. It really is. It's Florida's Christmas and they go all out. And they do. It's really, really cool and I got to see it. But this year we didn't. I had friends that live with good views. Like our friends have he posted on Instagram. He has a good view of it. And he took video and such. We don't have a good view of that while we're here, where our condo place is, but we have the best view. They're gonna crush our house one day. The Blue Angels, when
Good
they
night,
come.
GT. Go
Good
ahead.
night, GT. When they come here, the Blue Angels, oh my God, they vibrate our house.
Oh, I bet that's awesome to see.
It
Do they
really
do they
is. It's
fly in like the
crazy.
triangle over?
Oh, crazy. I never seen anything like it. They come right over my condo.
Wow.
And the whole week before, they practice. So they're going back and forth all week long. And it feels like they're like the power and the noise of it. It's, I'm in the kitchen going, whoa, whoa. And
Oh,
they're
it's like you can
right
feel the
over.
vibration in you.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Mm.
We did good. We did good. I'm gonna be getting off now soon
Me
because I'm
too.
I'm tired, girl.
I
Now
gotta take my medicine with Vinny. I should have took mine at 7 o'clock.
he never came out. I gotta find him. I gotta go to the scene where my senior is. But yeah, I hope we did good. I hope something came out of it. I'm gonna go off. You could say goodbye to everybody. They used to practice over the farm I lived on. Yeah, they're powerful, noisy. I'm gonna check you out, Bird's Nest, and come sub you.
Yeah.
April, love to you. I'm gonna go
Love
find
you.
Vinny. Say good night to everybody.
All right. Bye everybody. Laura, I'm going over to your channel now to check it out. I think everybody else is gone. The other people are just us. Jacob, if you're there, bye. I love you.